love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get... On the snap, it's Frazier. He is stopped short of the goal line. The two-point try is no good. They had hoped to push the edge out to double digits. Instead, still a one-possession game. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
The Blue Devils want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Second down after that incompletion. Wants to keep it in the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Thomas. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a first down for the offense.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Here comes the heat. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field. Right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job in getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll immediately call timeout. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now.
Ready? Set. Check. Blue 42 strong. Blue 40 Maverick.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Check. Red 70, black zone. Black 18. Black 18.
They'll move the wide receiver. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left.
Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage, and he shows you that.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Off the play fake. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
Number 86 with the grab and the score.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football.
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He tries to take the top off. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll run the option. And the ball is flying down the right side. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Offense working from the pistol. looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Punt is on its way. And the returner will be dragged down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Making side adjustments here. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Here we go. Wait. Smoke eight. Smoke eight.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. He's looking to throw. Under fire. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Deep throw off his back foot. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback's been rolling the dice, and he's been losing in this game. He's got multiple interceptions already. That one should have been picked, but the defender was out of bounds once he caught it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Calls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's King. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Makes the catch. It's Castle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line in this offense. More than threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, looking for a man. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you've got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks, but I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
He got it, and they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gonna take a shot. And his 5th fourth interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Black 29 Bongo. Black 29 Bongo.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Duke! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Going deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The play action fake. He wants a big play here late. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down coming after the incompletion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Dogs will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this. As they move the chains on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the...
It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Pulled down for the tackle.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And this kicker is turning into old rope. And they fake. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. That one will be incomplete, and as the saying goes, you do that on first down, and you probably just played yourself.
Well, that is not the way they drew up the fake field goal. Nothing looked good about that, and no surprise that that attempt failed.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards.
Here we go.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Get set.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without score. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He'll set up to throw. Under fire. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be